Let's be real for a second. Breakups are hard enough when the only person who knows about it is your mom, your best friend, and maybe the nosy neighbor who definitely saw you crying on the porch while eating Ben and Jerry's straight from the carton. Now, imagine going through that heartbreak while the entire world is watching, dissecting your every move and refreshing Twitter or X, depending on what you want to call it, just to see how you'll respond. That's the life of Kayla Nicole right now, the YouTuber, model, and media personality who spent years in a relationship with Kansas City Chiefs star Travis Kelce. And just when we all thought the dust had settled from their 2022 split, Travis's whirlwind romance with Taylor Swift has brought Kayla right back into the spotlight. Now, with Travis and Taylor officially engaged, Kayla Nicole has taken to Instagram, not with a rant, not with a shady subtweet, but with something far more powerful, a declaration of choosing joy over happiness. And the internet can't stop talking about it. Please don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It is free and help us bring you enjoyable content. And of course, watch till the end. Before we get into Kayla's powerful message, let's rewind to the moment that sent social media spiraling. On what should have been a regular day for football and pop culture fans alike, the internet nearly broke when Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift announced their engagement. Yes, you read that right. Travis, the Kansas City Chiefs' charismatic tight end and two-time Super Bowl champ, is officially off the market, and Taylor Swift, the global superstar whose every lyric gets turned into a headline, said yes. Swifties went into overdrive, Chiefs fans cheered, and gossip pages lit up like Times Square on New Year's Eve. But as the congratulations poured in, many eyes immediately turned to one person, Kayla Nicole. Why? Because she was the woman who once shared years of her life with Travis before the world's most famous singer entered the picture. So, how did Kayla respond? Instead of spiraling into bitterness or firing off a cryptic subtweet laced with side-eye emojis, Kayla took a different route. She hopped on Instagram and reshared a clip of Tracee Ellis Ross. Yes, the ever-wise and endlessly fabulous Tracee Ellis Ross, talking about the concept of joy. In the clip, Ross explains that happiness is fleeting, something you can grab at 7-Eleven like a pack of Skittles, but joy is deeper. Joy is lasting. Joy is something you cultivate and protect like a garden. Over the video, Kayla wrote about a book she once read called Choose Joy, noting that happiness alone isn't enough for her anymore. She aspires to something bigger, something steadier, joy. Kayla's post struck a chord because it touched on a universal truth: happiness and joy are not the same thing. Happiness is like scrolling through TikTok and finding that one video that makes you laugh until your stomach hurts. It feels amazing, but it's temporary. Joy, on the other hand, is like knowing deep down that no matter what happens, you're still okay. It's rooted. It's grounded. It doesn't disappear the second life throws you a curveball, or in Kayla's case, the second your ex gets engaged to the most famous pop star in the world. Think about it. How many times have you said, "I just want to be happy," only to realize that happiness can be snatched away by something as small as a bad text message or your phone dying at 2%. Joy, though, has legs. Joy can survive the chaos. And that's exactly what Kayla's leaning into. Now, let's not sugarcoat it. Being Travis Kelce's ex has not been easy for Kayla. When news of Travis and Taylor's relationship went public in 2023, Kayla found herself at the center of relentless online bullying. Trolls swarmed her social media, dissecting her looks, her posts, her very existence. On the reality show Special Forces, Kayla broke down as she described the emotional toll of being dragged into the public eye again and again. She admitted that even when she posts something as harmless as "the sky is blue," people somehow twist it into a jab at her ex and his new partner. Imagine living in a world where you can't even admire the weather without someone accusing you of throwing shade. Exhausting? Absolutely. What makes Kayla's decision to choose joy so powerful is that it's happening at a moment when the world is watching her more closely than ever. It would have been easy, expected even, for her to respond with pettiness, bitterness, or a subtle clapback. That's what gossip blogs were waiting for. That's what trolls were baiting her into doing. Instead, she chose vulnerability and empowerment. By resharing that clip, she reminded us all that life is not about chasing fleeting moments of happiness. It's about building something stronger within ourselves. And honestly, that's a message we all need, whether or not our ex just got engaged to Taylor Swift. Sure, most of us will never know what it feels like to have our breakup dissected on TMZ or analyzed on podcasts, but we do know what it feels like to move on while watching our ex thrive. Maybe your ex just got a promotion, or they started dating someone new, or they're suddenly posting thirst traps at the gym like they've been training for a Marvel movie. Whatever the case, the sting of comparison is real. Kayla's story resonates because it's not just about celebrity drama, it's about the universal struggle of reclaiming your own peace when life feels unfair. And that's where her decision to choose joy hits home. So, what can we learn from Kayla's approach? First, that joy isn't automatic, it takes work. It's like going to the gym for your mental health. You don't just wake up with abs, and you don't just wake up with joy. You cultivate it by choosing how you react to life's curveballs. Second, that the internet doesn't define you. Kayla has faced brutal online hate, yet she's still choosing to show up with grace. And third, that comparison will steal your peace if you let it. Travis and Taylor might have their love story, but Kayla is writing her own, and it's one rooted in joy, not bitterness. The million-dollar question now is, what's next for Kayla? Will she lean further into her YouTube career, continue modeling, or maybe even write her own book about choosing joy? Whatever the path, one thing's clear, she's not letting her past define her future. If anything, this moment has given her a new platform, not just as Travis Kelce's ex, but as a woman who is reshaping the conversation around healing, resilience, and moving forward with grace. And let's be honest, that's a far more interesting story than just being the ex. Part of the reason Kayla's story is so captivating is because it blends the glamorous world of celebrity relationships with the deeply human struggle of letting go. We can't look away because we see ourselves in her. We've all been there in some way, standing at the crossroads of bitterness and healing, wondering which road to take. And when someone in the public eye chooses the higher path, it gives the rest of us permission to do the same. So here's the takeaway. Joy isn't just for celebrities, and it isn't just for Instagram quotes. It's something we can all practice, whether we're dealing with a breakup, a tough job, or just the everyday struggles of being human. Kayla Nicole's message is simple but powerful. Happiness can come and go, but joy has legs. Joy is worth chasing, worth building, worth choosing. And if she can find it while facing the glare of the spotlight and the endless chatter of trolls, maybe we can find it too. So, what about you? The next time life throws you a curveball, will you chase happiness or will you build joy? Let Kayla's story be a reminder that even in the messiest moments, joy is still an option. And who knows, maybe your decision to choose joy will inspire someone else to do the same. If this story resonated with you, share it with a friend who might need a reminder to choose joy today. Drop your thoughts in the comments. What does joy mean to you, and how do you practice it in your own life?